Welcome to Digital Pixel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a 40-year dividend drip calendar. What is a dividend drip calendar? It's a dividend payout projector where you can tell in 40 years, 30 years, whatever you want to see when you want to hit that dividend or see your ticker to reach that dividend goal payout. Over the years, I've developed 15, 30, and this year updated to a 40-year dividend calendar. Now, I'm not going to walk you through everything. I'm going to show you the basic, and if you're familiar with Excel, you're pretty much going to know how to do it. So this is pretty much a walkthrough on a template, and then I will try to post some formulas for you so that you will will help you and understand a little bit too. Other than that, guys, if you need help or you're stuck with a spreadsheet, do leave a comment below. I'll try to respond as much as I can. And other than that, enjoy the video. Alright guys, so we're looking at the drip dividend reinvestment calculator here. How to create it, how to make it here. Again, I'm not going to go over everything with you because it's going to take a little bit over an hour or 2 hours probably. I'm just going over the basics and give you some of the formulas so that you can create one yourself. First thing you gotta do is you got initial date here, right? Once you enter and set up your initial date, you can do your investments, and the formula for your investment here, your drip. Once you do your initial investment, then you do the deposit drips per month here, so you can separate them by month. And you don't have to do month, quarter, year. You can do year if you want. I did in month, quarter, year, so that it looks that you have options to see how fast it grows compared to quarter, month, and year. Now once you get that completed, you can price per share. You put in the price per share, and then your formula for shares owned is it takes the initial investment divided by the price per share. That's how you calculate your shares owned. And your current yield here, you got to enter or create your current yield. Current yield is pretty much the stock years, the ticker yield that's current pay per year. And then you expect annual dividend growth. You can put that in there because that will be calculated too eventually for each year. And then your capital appreciation for each year. So down here, it's your this is how your year dividend per share is calculated. You take your price per share and your current yield, you multiply that, and you do the same thing for the quarter and the monthly, as you can see here. So that's how you get that. So next, dividend tax rate, I put that in there just nice, and then a chart correlates with it so that you can see when how much tax you're paying for your monthly dividend. Let's put investment. I should have done that in the first place so that you guys can see what we're dealing with here. $50, $75. You see the charts getting populated. Price per share, let's say 50. Let's given 3% growth, dividend growth, let's say 3%. Cap appreciation, let's say 3%. And of course, some tick can go a lot higher than that. But as you can see here, all that gets populated, and then your dividends share, as we covered earlier, all that get calculated. Now let's put a tax rate of 20%. I'm going on the low side here. And that gets generated here. You see on your right, the chart. Then you go down here. The formula for shares required to buy stocks is you take your yearly dividend per share divided by your price per share, right? That's how you get that. And then you take price per share and shares required to buy one stock. That's how you get the price cost to buy shares today. Wow. Let me see here. So that's calculating how much you need to buy a share. So, and then once you predict yearly income from shares, and then your formula for that, you take yearly dividend multiplied by share required to buy one stock. Okay, and predict quarter income and all. This is yearly, quarter, monthly. So that's how you calculate all that. And now. Fire, once you put in your fire, it's a little bit more difficult. Let's say you want to hit $500 yearly dividend income, and the year you're going to get achieved is year 9. So you look at year 9 down here, you can see from my cursor, you hit 500 drip dividend year, right? Let me see. Yeah. So that's how you calculate that. But let me show you a formula. Actually, let me zoom out because I had to make a separate data just to calculate that. So let me show you guys that here, but unhide it. So all that gets carried here because I carry all this over here from the bottom information to generate these charts and these charts here. But going back to Fire, how did I figure the formula out here? You see that, and then it does a VLOOKUP. So what it does a VLOOKUp, and let me zoom in here. Looks VLOOKUP. You can see the year. This is the number, the year, and it compares close to the 500. So 500 is here. You see in between that. That's how it pulls the year 9, and that's how that is calculated, guys. Now let's go back down here. This is the hard part of the dividend calendar, calculating all this here. But I'm gonna go over real quick with you guys here. You can see I have one drip month start value, then I have the quarter and the month, and calculate it. You just pretty much he's carrying from the end of the other end, drip month MOS end value, right? But how did I calculate the price per share? Let me see here. Shares owned. Here's the formula for that. You take pretty much price per share and month share owned, you divide that, right? And then you get dividend earned. You got to add it in there so you can get the price, the shares, the total price, total cash flow you have, and then you divide it by the price. That's how you get the shares, right? Then let me see here. So you pretty much do that for the month, quarter, and year. Let's go here. Drip. How do I do the appreciation? Appreciation is over here. Yeah, it's it can get overwhelming. Just look at this, but with this here, this is how monthly dividend per share, and I do an increase on every year, as you see in the gray. It's just I take that and multiply that by the annual dividend growth. So for month, quarter, and year, that's how I calculate that. And pretty much once I do for one row, I just copy and paste it, all the other rows, and that's how I create the 40-year. But yeah, once you get the dividend share, now you got to go over to cash added, and you got to create that 3 cells for the month, quarter, and year, and you just create that and add that each one, because like you can see here the month, every month at $25, and every quarter is every 3 months, right? So you have to separate that to get the quarters, and then you have the year here and separate that. Like we put in $75 a year, right, per year, in addition to our dividend. But once you do that, you go to your dividend earn, and that's pretty simple formula. You just take your shares on times the year dividend per share, right? And then your initial investment, you're taking your quarter and plus your cash added. That's your initial investment, so you can track how much cash you actually added. And your value is you take your price per share, multiply it by shares owned, right? And then you add your cash, and then your monthly dividend earned, and that's how you get your total end value, month end value. And you do the same thing for quarter, year. But so that's how you do that down there. And again, once you get one row, you just copy and paste it and just double check everything. As for the charts, you're familiar with here. Once you create that, you just carry each chart over here, and then you just generate the 40 years so that you can, let me click on one chart here, you can see. Once I click, you see all the information get carries over there, and that's how you do that. So another nice feature I add in here is You can switch by just hitting the spin dial. It changes the information from drip value share own. Let me see here. Into a drip initial investment share own. So how did I did that? I did just by using a formula if AJ33 equal 1, display AP37. If not, display if AJ33 equals 2, then display S37. That's how I did that. So I just copy and paste all that down, and every time this number, the spin button changes, it just looks up the other value, and that's how I did that. So okay, but other than that, guys, if you have any questions, do leave a comment. I'm trying to get this under 10 minutes as much as possible for you guys, because I know it can get bored. But until next time, guys, enjoy.